Let's dive right into how the American Mafia literally destroyed its own golden era by craving the spotlight.
Back in 1963, Joe Valachi sat before a Senate committee and completely shattered a decades-old underworld secret.
He actually broke omerta, their sacred vow of silence, exposing the five families to the world forever.
Breaking the code. You see, Valachi's ultimate betrayal was just the start of a massive underworld shift.
So between 1963 and 1972, that whole era of quiet, shadows-only business just violently ended in the streets.
Into the spotlight. Crazy enough, instead of hiding, a totally new generation of bosses chased fame.
Like boss Joe Colombo, he formed civil rights leagues, held rallies, and literally went on late-night TV.
The price of hubris. But in the mob, you guys, seeking the spotlight brings a fatal price.
High-profile mobsters got gunned down publicly, which sparked this terrifying cycle of brazen assassinations across the city.
This wild clash between fame and secrecy peaked in the 80s with two very different rival bosses.
John Gotti loved paparazzi and pricey suits, while Joe Massino demanded absolute, strict invisibility. Total opposites.
The traditionalists knew Gotti's public arrogance was a fatal breach of their core survival code.
The hidden mob tax, because honestly, the real power was always in quiet, behind-the-scenes economics.
These families squeezed legitimate businesses, forcing a hidden mob tax on everyday city life.
Get this. New Yorkers paid 35% over market value just to get their garbage collected.
They even forced legit companies, like the New York Post, to hire mobsters for lucrative no-show jobs.
And everyday cash businesses, like parking lots, were prime targets for generating untraceable, massive wealth.
But eventually, uncontrollable greed pushed them straight into the devastating, high-risk world of the heroin trade.
Prioritizing pure profit over their own rules brought massive federal heat, basically destroying inner cities.
Ultimately, this toxic obsession with fame, violence, and greed became the American Mafia's permanent undoing.
Which leaves us with a crazy thought. If they never chased the spotlight, would they still rule today?